My first read of the month, Hey AJ, is Bedtime. And it's a children's book. And it is by Martellus Bennett. I heard him on Tom Joyner discussing the book. He's a former NFL player, and he wanted to write books that showed, you know, children of color, that they can be included in children's books. I don't like it, but I'm not a child, so but I really was looking at it because I was thinking about getting it for my nephew. I may still do it. I have to talk with his mom because it does talk about zombies and all kind of creatures up under his bed, and he already has an active imagination. I don't want to give him any more ideas. The next thing that I read was Shook One. Anxiety Playing Tricks on Me by Charlamagne the God. I listened to this on my way to work. I actually started in March and finished it in April. I really enjoyed it. Charlamagne does, you know, promote mental health for Black people because it has been such a stigma for so long. He does ramble on sometimes about politics, about hip-hop, other things, but that's part of his discussion about anxiety because we have all these things that are coming to play, and so it causes anxiety among people. He has a doctor who talks about the clinical parts of what he's discussing, and it's Dr. Ish is the doctor's name. You can tell he's definitely a psychiatrist because his voice is so calming, and it almost sounds like you're in his office laying down on the couch with him talking to you. But definitely, if you're interested in mental illness, especially among African Americans, it's a great book to check out. My book club's selection for the month was Sing Unburied Sing by Jesmyn. And this was a reread for me. The book's been everywhere, so I won't go much into the plot line. It's about a teenager named JoJo who his mom and dad are an interracial couple. They do not get along. The dad has been locked up in prison, and they go on this car trip to go get the dad out of prison. And so you get to see the whole dynamics of the family throughout this trip, as well as before and after. Looking back at my notes from the first time I read it, the ghosts got in my way of reading the story. So the ghosts that were in the story, I was aware of them this time, and I had a deeper appreciation because I've watched other people talk about the book and how the ghosts affected them. And so one reviewer I saw talked about how the ghosts were kind of like ghosts of Mississippi, and all the injustices that were inflicted on Black people in Mississippi show up in the ghosts in Sing Unburied Sing. And I thought about it. I was like, oh, that kind of makes it make sense a little bit. So I had a deeper appreciation of her writing this time through. Members of my book club didn't appreciate the story, but there were others who got really into it, and we had a great discussion trying to break down the story. Others felt that she was too much like Toni Morrison, and her stuff was hard to write, hard to read and understand. I don't think that she's hard to understand. I just think she puts some deep topics over in her work, and maybe it's not fluff stuff. So, but anyway, that was the discussion on Sing Unburied Sing. I listened to the audiobook Can You Ever Forgive Me by Lee Israel, and this was made into a movie starring Melissa McCarthy. I haven't seen the movie, but I saw that this audiobook was available in the library, so I wanted to listen to it. So it is a nonfiction memoir of a literary forger. It is read by Jane Curtin, who is an actress. Those of you who are 80s babies may remember Kate and Allie. She played on that show, as well as Third Rock from the Sun, maybe. I can't remember the other shows she's been on. But anyway, she reads this. And the first third of the book, I was like, oh, this is fun. This is funny because the Lee Israel has a wonderful sense of humor, and she's talking about, and she's her sarcasm about the literary industry and different Hollywood people is fun in listening to that. But by the midpoint, I got tired of it. I was like, okay, this name dropping, all that crap was getting on my nerves. So it wound up just being an okay read for me, because all of that just got on my nerves. But I plan to look at the movie because I'm a huge Melissa McCarthy fan, and I appreciate the fact that she's attempting to do dramatic roles. If you read it, please let me know your thoughts, or if you've seen the movie, is it worth my time? This is my April wrap up. I hope you read some good stuff in April. Thanks for watching and have a great day.